Imagine this. You're stepping into a classroom, maybe in the heart of Paris, or perhaps a historic university town like Toulouse. You're earning a world-class degree. France, with its vibrant culture, diverse programs, and famous universities, it really holds a special appeal for so many international students. But before you dive headfirst to that amazing experience, understanding the actual, financial side of things is absolutely key. And that's exactly what we're getting into today, this deep dive. It's all about breaking down university fees in France for international students. We're looking beyond just the sticker price, the tuition, to uncover those crucial hidden expenses. And most importantly, we want to arm you with some smart financial planning strategies. Our goal here is to help you build a realistic budget, avoid any nasty surprises, and make really informed choices about your education in France.
Absolutely. And we've put together a pretty comprehensive guide for this. We're drawing on the latest data from 2025, insights from education economists, and even some real stories from students who've been through it. Think of it as a clear roadmap to help you navigate these costs effectively.
Okay, so when we talk about the money side of French higher ed, there's this one really fundamental difference that shapes almost everything: public versus private universities. Let's unpack that a bit. Just how different are they when it comes to cost?
Right, that's the first big question, and it's a major one for your budget. Public universities in France receive significant funding from the government. It's part of their philosophy, really, education as a public good. This means the fees for international students are, well, remarkably low, especially when you compare them to other popular spots in Europe. Private institutions, though, they operate differently. They set their own tuition rates, and yeah, they're usually quite a bit higher.
So public means affordable and recognized degrees, while private might be pricier but maybe more specialized.
That's a good way to put it. Public universities offer great value, recognized degrees. Private ones cost more, but might have niche programs, maybe stronger industry links in certain fields.
Okay, can we get specific? What are the numbers for public universities looking like for 2025?
Sure, for international students, bachelor's programs are typically around 2,770 euros per year.
2770. Okay.
Yeah. For master's degrees, it's about 3,770 annually.
3770. Got it.
And PhD programs are incredibly subsidized. We're talking somewhere between just 380 and 500 euros per year.
Wow, that's incredibly low for a PhD.
It really is. These figures definitely make public higher education in France one of the most budget-friendly options in Europe. It's a game changer for many students.
Definitely. Okay, so then what's the range for private institutions?
Right, the private side. Generally, you're looking at somewhere between, say, 8,000 euros and maybe 25,000 per year.
Good.
Yeah, quite a jump. And it's worth noting that those highly specialized schools, business, engineering, maybe art schools, they can often climb even higher. Sometimes 10,000, maybe up to $30,000 a year, depending on the program's reputation and all that.
Okay, so tuition covered.
Yep.
Public can be very manageable, private significantly more. But here's where it gets really interesting, right? The bit that catches people out. The actual cost of living in France. That can be the real budget challenge, even with low tuition.
You've hit on a critical point. Tuition is one thing, day-to-day living is another. Our sources give us a good breakdown of typical monthly costs. Accommodation, for example, could be anywhere from 200 euro to 800 euro a month.
That's a huge range. Depends on the city, I guess.
Exactly. Much cheaper in smaller cities. Predictably, way higher if you're aiming for Paris.
Okay. What about food?
Food generally falls between about 200 and 400 euro per month.
Transport.
Transport's usually around 30 to 75 euro monthly, and often there are student discounts available, which definitely helps shave off some costs there.
Good tip.
Then you've got miscellaneous things, leisure, books, personal stuff. You should probably budget another 100 to 200 euro a month for that.
And we shouldn't forget those little administrative fees, right?
Yeah.
The ones beyond tuition.
Right. There's the annual CVEC fee. That's the contribution to student life in campus. It's currently around 100. It's mandatory, helps fund student services.
Okay, 100.
And yeah, on top of that, some universities might have small extra processing fees or service charges, things to look out for in the fine print.
What about health insurance? That's always a big one.
Vital. So if you're an EU or EEA student, your home country's coverage usually works. But for non-EU international students, you have to register for French Social Security.
Which costs.
Surprisingly, it's free, which is great. It covers basic medical needs.
But there's always a but.
Well, it covers the basics, but you might still want or need top-up private insurance for extra services or specific needs, and that could add another, say, 200 to 600 euro per year to your budget.
Okay, so when you add all that up, tuition, living costs, the CVC, maybe extra insurance, it really starts to paint a different picture than just the initial tuition fee. It reminds me of that quote from Anjali Mehta, the student in Lyon. She said something like, what looked like €3,000 a year tuition quickly became $12,000 a year with housing, metro, food.
Exactly. She said, budgeting early saved me. Her experience just highlights how crucial it is to see that total cost from the very beginning.
So knowing all this, what does this mean for someone planning their budget? How can you manage these costs effectively? What are the strategies?
Financial planning is key, absolutely. First off, scholarships and financial aid. There are several avenues. You've got French government scholarships. The big one is the Eiffel Excellence Scholarship. It can be quite generous, covering tuition, living costs, even travel sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And there are other Campus France programs too. Plus, many universities offer their own aid, maybe merit-based fee reductions or waivers for really strong students.
Just check with a specific university too.
Definitely. And don't forget external scholarships. Things like Erasmus plus food, Fulbright, those can sometimes apply to studying in France as well. The main advice here, apply early. Competition for scholarships is always, always intense.
Makes sense. And our sources had a bunch of practical sort of day-to-day tips too, didn't they?
Yes, lots of actionable advice.
Okay, let's run through some. First, we already mentioned it, but choosing a public university is the biggest money saver generally.
Undeniably the best value proposition, yeah.
Second, apply for